Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, I'm apologizing right now if my voice starts to go. This is the last video I'm recording at this particular moment and I wasn't intending to record it. I closed the last reaction that I just recorded down and I went to like the YouTube homepage and Stell's room wish performance was here on my homepage. I didn't know it. I knew he'd done it, but I didn't know that the channel, the Wish Bus, had released it yet. So yeah, we're here to do that. So I just want to apologize in advance for that. If my voice goes, I'm really excited, as you can probably hear. So I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get into Stell's Wish Bus room performance. Was that word in the right order? I don't know. Let's go. It's going to be interesting how he does this, given that he's going to be... I wasn't expecting that to be that loud. It's going to be very interesting given how mobile, shall we say, he is in the music video. Oh, are we doing the music video in real life? Oh yeah, because this is the Wish USA. I forgot it was Wish USA. This is exciting.
Wish 1075.
Hello. Oh, hi. Hi. I wasn't ready for the earring.
Wish
Fine.
1075.
This is what we mean when we say artists eating CDs. Oh, that's something that I noticed, and this is not like me trying to be rude to Pablo and Josue and everything. There's some moments in the song where I feel like the way it was mixed, like there, for instance, there was like a texture, and I think it's just the consequence of this, how mixing and mastering works in general, and so that's why I'm saying like I'm not hating on Rad Kids for that. But there's some moments in this song, in the studio version, where some like parts of Stell's voice feels what's the word? Almost held back. And again, again that often happens with studio recordings. And so again, I'm not hating on Rad Kids. I love their productions and their producing. So please don't. But just there was just a moment, and I'm gonna assume that we're gonna get other moments like this. Particularly like, for instance, the growling parts of the song. You know the part I'm thinking of anyway. I feel like while it sounded great, I feel like in this live setting, it's gonna sound so crisp. That was unsettling only because he was singing over the top of like the backing track, and the backing track had the thing, and it was slightly out of sync. Like by the tiniest like millisecond, he sounded great, but that just unsettled me because I could hear it. And it was like there were not a bad problem to have. It sounded like there were 4 Stells. Like it sounded like so there was 2 in here and there was 2 over here. Oh. Don't you wink at me, sir. If you ever look in the word in the word, scratch that, start again. If you ever look in the dictionary and you search the word charisma, there's just a picture of Stell, okay? Just a picture of Stell. And in future, when there's GIF versions, and yes, I say GIF, we're not getting into that over here. When there's GIF dictionaries, it's gonna be an image of Stell winking. Listen to what I'm about to say. You will find the answer. This is very subdued, by the way. I expected from like the intro that we were gonna like be moving around more. USA, I hope you know how lucky you are. Like that, savor. Obviously I can't do it like he does it. Savor that little growl rasp. those were the slight qualities that I felt like weren't as clear, or that had been pushed down slightly in the production. There as well. The little. The man is just sat in a suit and tie in a bus, and I feel like we've been transported from this bus right back into the burlesque club of the music video. Anyone else getting that? Anyone else feel that too? Please. This is his room, and we're just living in it. It's not his life. It's not his world. It's his room, and we're just living in it. I love that. Yeah, a lot of you guys, I'm sorry, I'm pausing, I know. A lot of you guys were talking about in the music video about like the Michael Jackson-esque influences. I was so overwhelmed during that music video, guys. I was so overwhelmed. And I'm also not the biggest listener. Don't take that the wrong way of like me disliking Michael Jackson, but I was never the biggest listener of Michael Jackson growing up. So he wasn't someone who came to mind a lot. Equally, Bruno Mars is someone I listened to a little bit, but not as much as I got older and like my taste just kind of changed. I just wanted to put that in here. He's very much leaning into with the ow sound. I can't do it. I'm not Stell. I'm not Michael Jackson. Okay, we get it. I'll never be as good as him. I get it. What was this? What was this pose for? What was the reason, sir? He got like shy for like 0.1 of a second. I love the interpretations. He's got me biting my lip. That's I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Do not turn that into a drinking game. That's a very dangerous game. I didn't even notice there where he does that riff. In the accompaniment, the synth does a similar melody to kind of counterbalance it. Is that what a counterpoint is? I have no idea. Words. Oh, that little what do you even call that? That little lip. It's almost like a lip flick. I'm fine. that little lip flick. Why is that so hard to say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. We'll see if it comes back. It didn't come back. Never mind. I love all of the people outside this. I don't know how new Wish USA is. Obviously, the Wish bus, I think, is quite big in the Philippines, but I don't know how big it is in the US. So to see all of these people here, and I don't know if like they got invited or what kind of the process is for that, but the fact that there's all these people here for Stell, it makes me really happy. I just get a warm feeling when I see people appreciating people that I enjoy watching and listening to. I love the way he the backing track obviously had one vocal take from the song, but he did it differently to make it distinct.
Dance.
Yeah. So the backing track one was more like a come here kind of fun. Whereas the one that Stell, the way that Stell kind of performed over it was more like a commanding kind of, if that makes sense. Does anything I ever say make sense? Who knows anymore? Not him dancing in seat. I think the biggest thing I feel is unfair about these Wish Bus performances is the way that they're restricted, and I understand why. Don't worry, I understand why. It's not a natural criticism. Is the way they're limited to their chair. Like, put them on top of the bus. Give them like a wide berth stage on top of the bus. Drive them around safely. You know, like a parade. Because it's not fair. It's not fair having him having to like dance in tiny. Damn, he looks good though. I don't know what my face looked like when he did that. I'm going for calm and collected. See, that's what I'm talking about as well. Again, that rasp. It's not just go, it's go. I can't do it. You get the point. You get the point. I'm excited for this part. Everyone shut up. Including me.
Baby, don't you worry. As long as you're here with me, you won't take no hurt, 'cause I will be your sanctuary. If you'd only let me orchestrate this story, we won't have to leave this room, 'cause I know everything. Can you?
Everyone shut up.
Wish exclusive.
I'm scared to move. I'm genuinely scared to move.
107.
That's what I was meaning as well. Like, so in some of the production, some of the way that he approaches those notes feels like it was a little bit suppressed in the production mix in the studio version, and it's those little what do they call them? I don't know what they call them, but those little parts of Stell's voice and anyone's voice that has qualities like that. We'll use the word qualities. Those are the ones that I was kind of missing in the production of the studio version. And it's so nice to be able to hear those in here. And again, I want to stress, I'm not trying to sound like I'm being rude to Rad Kids and the production team for that, as the production team for that, sorry. Because the song sounds great, but I think it's a fault of the studio process in general, not a production problem, if that makes sense. Because it happens with a lot of singers in general. Because obviously depending on what like mic you use and so on and so forth, those little qualities and unique features sometimes get lost. And again, not speaking on how Stell sounds in the song, he sounds great. But it's nice being able to hear these other qualities in the voice, because they remind you he's human, if that makes sense. And I know when you might hear me say that, you might be like, oh, he's saying it sounded no, not what, that's not what I mean at all. But every frequency and things that make up a voice, right? So if you start stripping them out, whether intentionally or not, and I'm not saying that they were intentionally stripped out, but when you start doing that, it changes how they sound. So for instance, some of the biggest thing that I mean when I say that is, for instance, the growls on the song. And I'll admit they're still kind of like that here, but less so. The growls are less intense in order to kind of fit in the layering of the song. Um, and so those kind of growls you want, me as a person, I want to hear that growl overtake everything else. And so maybe that's a selfish thing for me to say that, but it's that kind of thing of that's that's the beauty of the kind of live sessions and like performances like this. Also, he's just smiling here. I'm so sorry. Hi. Don't mind me. Um, because that's a really unfortunate mid pause, but somehow he still looks great. Um, he's got his hand looks like I don't even know what he's doing with that hand at this moment. But you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I love hearing live vocals because we all know, not just Stell, but every member of SB19, they all have amazing vocals live. Um, but it's like, for instance, with the first take, um, being able to hear them with those types of mics, it really highlights all of the unique textures and tones. Unique textures and tones. That's what we're going with. Of each member. And I think that's why I really enjoyed the first take. Because it was that kind of, we were able to hear each vocal tone, each vocal color, and it really made for each part to be individual. And again, in a song like this where you've got a lot of growl, a lot of rasp, at times and I say this now with like a more level head, at times those growls and rasps for me personally, I'd love them to be more forefront, even at the expense of maybe of the rest of the mix for that particular raspy section. I don't, I'm not a producer. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. And so it's great to hear that. But even nuances is the word I meant earlier. There's nuances in other vocal phrases and things that he's doing, um, that have been kind of, that I feel have been lost in that mixing process. And again, it's mixing and mastering in my kind of like layman's terms understanding is all about finding a place for everything. So when you do that, you have to kind of prioritize where to put the voice, where to put the different highs and lows and mids and all that kind of thing, and have space for them all. And I think it was a consequence of that as to why, for instance, the rasp is kind of more suppressed, for instance, in the song. But again, I keep saying this because I really don't want. I'm afraid after what I said in Gento, that in the first take of Gento, that people are going to misconstrue me. I'm not saying this in any way as a diatribe or being mean or rude to Pablo and Josue, to Rad Kids at all. I love their production. I love this song. This was an amazing song. Is an amazing song. Um, and I hope my thoughts are coming across the way I'm intending them to. So I'm really trying to hammer that home. I love the random dance break. Wish Puss USA, get a stage, put this man on it. Thank you.
You, but if there's no one left
1075.
I think it's even there.
107.
Just the way, obviously, the kind of the Wish watermark kind of went over it there. But even the way that after the note, you could kind of hear the breath. Studio recordings often get rid of those. And I understand why. But like there, it was really nice to hear it. This is so cute. I love this. I love this. You heard them. I really enjoyed that. Last thoughts. 10 out of 10 performance. Really enjoyed the vocals. I love that the elements of the backing track that were left in for certain effects and stuff, and to fill out the sound in some places. I like the way that he was able to complement them, if that makes sense. Sometimes with that kind of situation, voices can get lost in those backing track and those backing vocals. I like that his didn't, and he was able to even carve out kind of vocal space for himself in those moments. I really enjoyed the little dance segment there. Again, I think they missed a trick not putting up a a stage on the top of the bus, or even just make a bigger bus. Just can we have a Wish lorry or something? Wish truck. um, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is really cute. Really cute. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My brain. Hello. I enjoyed it. Could you imagine if I had like happy, like laughing gas or something? I enjoyed this a lot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Um, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of him. Um, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Bye.